What's up, everybody? It's Smith Movie X Kicks, and as you can see, I have some nice pair of OG kicks right here for you. A shoe that I have never reviewed before. The review of the Instant Pump Fury Villains Bebop version is coming up right after this. Now, these are the Instant Pump Fury villains. Now, this came out, I think, around this one came out around September 2017. Now, these were actually, if you follow me, I actually reviewed this, and I never actually reviewed this shoe, but I put this on my number 10 of top 10 of the decade. To me, this is like one of those ultimate sleeper shoes that a lot of people probably don't know about or never heard of. Not that I'm saying you have to be like an ultimate sneakerhead to know these, but this I think was like a real big sleeper kind of when it came out, because I kind of heard about this like on the fly when my friends had told me about this, and I was just like, first I wasn't feeling it, but then I'm a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. Obviously, I grew up with it in the 80s, kind of like if you were obviously a kid like me within the early 80s, 90s. They were big with the movies and the TV show. So when I found out they were doing a shoe with a villain, and everybody knew I'm a big sneakerhead, I kind of had to get these shoes. Like, these were like a must for me. Now, they also have a different rendition of the General Krang, but to me, those shoes were awful. I'll get a picture to you and show them to you later. But these are going to be the Instant Pump Fury Bebop, and Bebop is one of the villains that the Turtles faced. Bebop and Rocksteady, if you remember, he had a friend that was a rhino and he was a pig. Now, I actually just recently got this. This kind of generally gave me the idea to do this review, because I just kind of got this little action figure offline. It was real cheap, about $18, but I was like, man, I need to do this review because I have this, and I just thought this would be a dope review to do, because this to me is like one of those sleeper shoes that a lot of people don't really know about, and I think this is a great shoe. I think the Instant Pump Fury is a amazing shoe. Only bad thing I don't really like about Instant Pump Fury is that they pretty much always have the exact same design. They never really change except for, like I said, the theme. But besides that, I love this shoe. It's very comfortable. But let's talk more about this shoe and how it basically, the reason why I love about this shoe is that it got like almost every detail down to every aspect of the character of Bebop. So as you can see, like with this little character, I have it like to go, this is like my manual to go and explain it to you guys. I'm gonna picture up for him if you guys do not know him. Now he was like a pig basically, and he was and he has like a little mohawk, and then you go in this shoe, it has like the purple accent kind of like of his hair. It hits like with different purples into the shoe, kind of go into his hair, and the red. That's what the crazy thing about this. The red is almost like it covers the shoe like a vest, just like the vest that he wears in the cartoon. Which, like I said, little nuances and little hits that I love, that when they add and get to the details of shoes, I love it. And they've even went so far as you can see right here, he has the kind of green kind of like almost bands on his shoe. Bands on his legs. They went and hit that with the bands in the very front of this shoe, and the back, that's kind of like the green bands that they have. So like I said, just the small hints that they kind of got in the shoe, and they got every detail right. And to my favorite part, the back, where this is actual pony hair, and I just thought that was so funny because he is a pig, so to have like little pony hair kind of in symbolizing like the hair off of the little small pig in the back. Like I said, they killed this shoe. Like, everything about this shoe, they killed. Another thing you can't forget about this shoe is at the very front, they have a denim, kind of for like the little denim that he has on his pants. That's kind of like the whole denim feel they have going in the very front of the midguard of the shoe. Like, everything about the shoe symbolizes character. Now, like I said, not every shoe, that they bring out, really hits these characters right. But to me, they got it down pump. And also have like the Insta Pump on the front, squeeze them, make it tighter for you. Like, and to me, this Instant Pump Fury shoe is slept on by a lot. They have a lot of different editions of this shoe, and it's super comfortable. Like, this shoe is really, really comfortable. Like, it's probably like one of my favorite shoes to wear because it's just super comfortable. Like, I know I said it like 80 times, but it almost gives you like the almost like a Presto, how soft the Prestos feel. This is or a Boost. This is pretty much right up there. And like I said, a well slept on shoe that a lot of people kind of really don't appreciate is Insta Pump Fury. Now the only thing I really don't like is like the size of it, because it's kind of like exposed right here. So like I said, if it's like a windy or rainy day, do you not wear these shoes? So and also I broke it out with the I actually have the Bebop socks right here with him on it. You can see, and this is actually Shredder. I usually wear these together because this is black and purple. It goes perfect with these shoes, and these shoes have Bebop on them, so I generally wear them together when I do wear them. I lost the other sock anyway, so these are only two that I have left. So but this shoe, like I said, came out in September 2017, and the retail price for these was $200. Now, originally, these were only released overseas. So, like, you could only get these, I think they were released firstly in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. But then eventually they came over to the States, and they were going for pretty cheap. Like, even when they got over here, like, a lot of people, like I said, slept on these, and they went down super, super, super duper low. I think at one point I saw them for like 120, 130, even $100 on eBay. But now the prices kind of gone back on them now. It's like between 250, 300. So it's depending on, like I said, where you get them. I just seen them on eBay for like $259. It's like one of my favorite shoes. Like I said, I did have this in my top 10 shoes of the decade. This was my number 10 shoe. So I like I said, I never really got to do a review of this shoe because this is one of the shoes that I got before I actually started reviewing shoes on YouTube. So, I just kind of want to take this time, since we have a lot of downtime with this whole coronavirus thing, to come back and do like a lot of shoes that I wasn't able to do. When I first started this channel. I probably have a couple more of shoes that I'd never really got to review that I'm gonna review since we have time. So without that further ado, guys, drop me some comments. I know a lot of you, like I said, probably slept on this shoe and don't know a lot about it, but to me, this is like one of my favorite shoes, even though a lot of people sleep on Reebok. Reebok, they've been around, or the G Knights from back in the day. A lot of people say, like, Reebok has been around, obviously, for a while. They were a big part of my childhood between these and K-Swiss. Like, I'm taking it back. So, drop me some comments, guys. Let me know what you guys think about these shoes. And tell me, were you a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming back up in the day? Who was your favorite character in the series? Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, or the villain Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, Krang, April O'Neil was in there, of course, Casey, all those characters, man. So, like I said, drop me some comments. If you don't like these shoes, tell me who your favorite turtle was or character. As always, guys, I'm probably going to hit you with some dope on feet since a lot of you've never seen this shoe. So I kind of have to shoot you with some on feet of this. So, as always, guys, drop those comments and Mr. Movie X takes us out. I'll holler at you guys later.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team.
We're really hip.
They're heroes in the half shell, and they're green.
Hey, get a grip.
When the evil Shredder attacks, these turtle boys don't cut them no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Splinter taught them to be ninja teens.
He's a radical rat.
Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines.
That's a fact, Jack.
Raphael is cool but rude.
Give me a break.
Michelangelo is a party dude.
Shut up.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in action, turtle power.
Oh, can I press some of the buttons? Can I? Oh, please, pretty please, can I?
Will you two imbecilic buffoons stop pestering me? This is delicate work.
Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell, turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team.
We're really hip.
They're heroes.
Now look what you've done.
We didn't know he was gonna do that. We don't even know what quickens means.
These turtle boys
Ooh, Stonewall Prison. I remember that joint. I did time there once. Yeah, me too. But it's been closed for years. But still.
Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines.
That's a fact, Jack.